Hello my friends, welcome to YouTube channel Rasayan. So in this lecture we are going to discuss one of the question from the past paper. Please just go through the question. Nitrogen gas reacts with hydrogen gas and forming a ammonia. So they are asking, state the temperature and pressure used in the Haber process. So in Haber process, the temperature we used is 450 degrees Celsius and pressure is 200 atm. So this is for 2 marks. Now they are asking, name the catalyst used in the Haber process. So we use here iron as a catalyst. Now in the next question they are asking, balance the chemical equation for this reaction. So 4 mole of ammonia reacts with dash mole of oxygen, giving you dash mole of nitrogen oxide and dash mole of water. So here if you balance it, you can check out there are 4 atoms of nitrogen and 12 atom of hydrogen. 4 3s are 12 and nitrogen is just 4. So I would like to balance first nitrogen. So I will write down here in the product side 4, because in the reactant side nitrogen is 4. Now there is 12 hydrogen, 4 3s are 12. So here it is only 2 in the product side. So I will write down here 6. 6 2s are 12. Now nitrogen is balanced, hydrogen is balanced, but look at the oxygen. In the product side oxygen is 4 and 6, that is 10. Here it is 4, here it is 6. So 6 plus 4 is 10. So in the reactant side it is just 2. I will write down here 5. So 5 2s are 10. So this is the balance equation. Now next question is, suggest a reason other than cost why a temperature greater than 900 degrees Celsius is not used. So they have used here 900 degrees Celsius and the reaction is exothermic. So reaction is exothermic, it means that if I will increase the temperature, if I am going to increase its temperature, so it will, the equilibrium will move towards the reactant side. So increasing temperature will favor the backward reaction. I will write down here, it is going to favor backward reaction, means product will start forming reactant and we are interested in the product. So we will get less amount of product that we don't want. That's why temperature greater than more than 900 we are not using it here. And the second thing they are asking, suggest why a temperature less than also you are not used. So if the why you are not using less than 900. So reason is again very simple. If I will use temperature less than 900, then rate of reaction, it will be too slow. Yeah, so I will write down here, it will be too slow. So that's why I want to avoid that one also, as well as I want more amount of product. So I am keeping it at a 900. Yes, now in the next question they are asking, ki nitrogen oxide, that is NO, react with oxygen, that is O2, and water, H2O, to produce nitric acid, that is HNO3. So this is the not a balance equation, but if you write down till here you will get 1 marks, but we have to balance it also. So please try to balance this one. So here it is going to come, let me write it down. Here it is going to come 4, then this one will come let me write down here. 4, 3, then 2, and here you will get 4. So please check it here. Nitrogen is 4, in the product side it is also 4. Oxygen is 6, here it is 6, here it is 4. So 4 plus 6, and here it is 2. So oxygen is 12. 4 3s are 12. And next you have, that is hydrogen. Hydrogen is 2 2s are 4, and here it is also 4. So in this way, this is your balance equation. Now move to the next question. This is the last one. They are saying that describe how you would prepare a pure dry sample of copper to nitrate using dilute nitric acid, that is HNO3, and solid copper carbonate, CuCO3. So whenever this is again a metal carbonate plus acid, so when react, it is going to form a copper nitrate. So I will get CuNO3 twice, plus carbon dioxide plus water. So in the step number 1, I am going to leave all the carbon dioxide that is produced. I will just check out that every effervescence it is now finished, and then I will take this copper nitrate. So copper nitrate, in the step number 1, carbon dioxide gas it will went into the atmosphere, but in the same thing you have a copper nitrate plus water. Now you can heat it partially, or we can say that evaporate it, so that lot amount of water will evaporate and you will get a copper nitrate, concentrated solution. You will get concentrated copper nitrate, CuNO3 twice. Or we can say that you have a saturated one. I will write down here saturated copper carbonate, but there should be few amount of water also should be there. And then here we can perform cold glass rod test. With the help of that you can check out that ki crystallization point is reached or not. So we can do that one. So if I will bring cold glass rod and I will dip into that copper nitrate plus water sample, if that crystals are forming on the cold glass rod, so it means that crystallization point is reached. And one more point you can here add, after that you just dry it, and this way we can make like copper nitrate crystals. So thank you so much, hope you like, and maybe all the doubts of this type of question it may be cleared. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you for subscribing this channel. Thank you so much.